Hello again. So, I hope you did well with your three-part breathing and you learned to take a nice deep breath. We're going to be adding on to that today. What we're doing is we're going to be learning how to close off the throat in order to take a slower breath. Now, the reason that this is helpful, if you think about the way the body works, when the body is panic-stricken, the heart rate goes up, correct? So what will bring the heart rate down? Well, if you're not breathing fast, if you breathe slow, it's actually going to bring your heart rate down. And this works because the reason your heart is beating fast is it's trying to keep up with the oxygen supply. So by slowing down the oxygen supply, the heart has to start to slow down to match the breathing. So that's one of the reasons why these breathing practices are so very important. So Ojjayi breath, which is basically the name of the type of breath that we use, which we close off the back of the throat. We're going to continue to use our three-part breath, our belly, our ribs, our collarbone, as we did in the last exercise. But now we're going to add on by adding this little, basically, muscular contraction in the back of the throat. And if you think about it, it's sort of like you're trying to fog a mirror. So imagine that you had a mirror and you were going to fog the mirror by blowing on it and doing that sort of ha. That's what we're going to do, but we're going to continue doing that with our nose only, if you can. If you have blockages, then you don't want to be doing that. And secondly, the inhale and the exhale with that breath. So if you listen, this is what it sounds like. So trying to create that on your own and just work with your three-part breath, adding that little detail into it. This specific type of breathing is very highly practiced with Ashtanga yoga, which is what most people know of as sort of power yoga. It's a lot of movement, however, you're moving to the breath. You're moving with the breath, which we do in most yoga classes and practices. However, this one I think is more continuously linked, and it's easier to follow the breath in that practice. And the reason that I think it's good, compatible with that type of practice, is the body wants to bring the heart rate up. The body wants to stress over that practice. So by learning to slow the breath down and work with that breath as we practice, we're able to then slow that heart rate down and work with, learning how to bead and de-stress. Now this breath, this Ojjayi breath, when you are in a stressful situation, I find myself doing it in car jams. If I had a horrible moment with someone for some reason and I need to calm down, I immediately go to that breath, and people stare at me kind of funny, but it works. It really does, because it will help you to slow down and to come back into yourself. So practice that, and we'll have some more fun the next time. I think we're going to do something a little more invigorating on our next exercise. Have a good day and keep breathing.